Hey guys, welcome back to Bookmas 2019. This is going to be day 17, and this is going to be our spoiler review of Frozen 2. I posted the non-spoiler review yesterday, although yes, I did film them in the same day, hence why I'm wearing the same outfit, but you know, whatever. I absolutely adore Elsa. She is by far my favorite character in the Frozen franchise, even though I do also really like Anna and Kristoff and Sven and Olaf and all those guys. Elsa is my favorite. I love her. And her character arc is very similar in this movie to what it was in the first one, but it is different. Her character arc in the first movie, as I see it, is learning to live outside of crisis mode. Learning to understand that her powers don't have to be a bad thing, that she can learn to live with people and be happy, and to even help people with her powers. The second movie takes her from that location of just not being terrified and has her learning who she really is and what her actual purpose is. So in the first one, it's learning to not be in this negative trap. The second one, it's learning to find the positive. The result of this is that the two arcs lead off of each other very, very well, but they are distinct from each other. Kristoff's song is hysterical. Oh my goodness. Well, the first time Sven started talking, it was like, wait, those words are actually coming out of his mouth for a change. And also I love that Kristoff kind of shared our reaction for a second there. And then he had an entire chorus of other reindeer singing along with him, and oh my goodness, it was hilarious and I love it. Olaf has an interesting arc in this movie because right from the beginning we see that he is starting to learn to live in this world and he's learning more about it. Like, you know, he's just constantly spewing information and facts to the point where it's almost annoying to the other characters despite the fact that he's really lovable. But then he has actual emotional growth. He feels anger for the first time. He feels hurt. He's upset that Elsa pushed him and Anna away. So yeah, he's growing and changing too. And also, Olaf died! That was, oh my heart! That whole scene, which leads to, in my opinion, Anna's best moment in this movie. And she has a lot of good moments too. Like, she confronted grief in the first movie, but it was more, she's in her grief, and now we jump forward 3 years. So we didn't actually really see her actually dealing with it. In this movie, it's not long, of course, but we see her actually having to pick herself up. It's even worse because while she is mourning Olaf, she also knows that the only way Olaf would be dying this way is if something horrible happened to her sister. So she's mourning both of them simultaneously. And on top of that, she doesn't know where Kristoff is, and they're not broken up or anything, which thank you, Frozen 2, for not going down that path. She still isn't in a great position with him right now, so yeah, she's alone. There's no one with her, and she knows her sister is dead, or she knows her sister is dead. Olaf just died in front of her. It's really, really sad. And on top of that, she knows that the actual kingdom of Arendelle is in imminent danger, and she's the only member of the royal family left. So, oh my gosh. And the lyrics in her song, Do the Next Right Thing. Like, that is her dealing with depression and grief, and it's heartbreaking. But it's also so inspirational because, like, yes, Anna, you can do this. Just one step at a time. You got this. But going back to Elsa for a little bit, because I didn't say everything I wanted to do with her, she has 2 songs in this movie, and they are absolutely amazing. The first one, Into the Unknown, it took me a bit to get used to it. I think the reason why is because that opening trill of the song, it sounds very, very similar to the opening of Do You Want to Build a Snowman, which incidentally I think was on purpose. It kind of creates a nice motif connection with, you know, the other starting situation, or the other emotional starting situation from the first movie. In that case, it was like, we are separated but we're living together and we need to find a way to reconnect. In this one, it's, we are together and we're mostly connected, but it feels like something's pulling me away again. I don't know if that's what they were intending, but that's kind of how it reads to me. However, once I got used to it, once I figured out like how the song all fit together, oh my goodness, it's beautiful. And that chorus, it's so spectacular, and Idina Menzel performs it amazingly. I love Let It Go, don't get me wrong. Yes, I know it's overplayed, but I do love it. It does have a tendency to feel a bit like I am cutting all ties, and everything's going to be better because I'm done putting up with all of that, which I'm not saying that's a bad song or a bad concept, depending on how it's applied, of course. But in the case of Into the Unknown, that's not what she's doing. What she's doing is she's looking to her future and going, what am I going to do with my life? I have the capacity to take control of my life and live it the way I want to, and I feel like I'm being drawn away to something great, but I'm afraid I'm going to lose what I have. But you can see she's so happy at the prospect of following this voice that she's hearing, and it's incredible. I cried during Show Yourself. Oh my gosh, the moment she steps into that main cavern and sees her mother's face and starts crying. Yeah, I started crying too. It's like this girl, she lost her mother when she was 18. She lost her father at the same time. She had the world on her shoulders and she could not open up to people. She was terrified. And you can see based on how she interacts with her parents that she was very close to them despite the issues with her magic. And they never got to say goodbye. And also earlier in the movie, she discovered that her parents died trying to find a way to help her. And she's learned so much about her parents and about her mother. And now here, at Asahalan, she's able to connect with her mother for the first time in 6 years. So I will see you all later. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, I'd be happy to talk to you. If you've seen Frozen 2, what did you think? Do you like the first one or the second one better? Have a wonderful December, you guys. Merry Christmas. See ya.